Hi, it's Darnell with NuWave Oven Recipes. In this video, I'm going to be cooking up boneless wings, and I'm going to be using the NuWave Breville XL Smart Oven Air Fryer. You can use your own air fryer. These still work out great, any air fryer you use. But I'm going to be showing you we're using the NuWave Breville, and I'm going to be doing different types. I started out planning to do some garlic Parmesan boneless wings in this cook, and then I ended up doing some honey barbecue in there with the garlic Parmesan. And so then another day I did some hot wings, some boneless buffalo hot wings. So you know, there's a few different types of ways that are going to be shown in this video to do all different types of boneless wings. No matter what your preference is, you'll get an idea of what you need to do. And you know, I go through all the steps, so you'll see everything that needs to be done. Also, you know, at the end there'll be some taste testing and such. And I'm going to show you how it's done in this NuWave Breville XL Smart Oven Air Fryer. You'll use your own, and I hope that you enjoy it. Okay, so I've already skipped ahead some steps on this one because I had to basically brine the chicken earlier. And so I'm going to basically tell you what I've already done and where I'm going in my next steps here in this cook. But basically, the chicken I got, and these are some smaller chicken breast than I usually use. I usually use some like maybe 10 to 12 ounce size chicken breast. These are maybe 6 to 8 ounce in size chicken breast. They were smaller. So I got 4 of them, and I basically cut them down the middle lengthwise, and then I cut them 3 times sideways to make 8 pieces out of each. So with 4 of the breasts and making 8 pieces, I basically got 32 boneless wing pieces in this brine. This brine consists of 3 cups of warm water, a 1/3 cup of kosher salt, and a 1/3 cup of sugar. Basically what I did, I put the warm water in the bowl with the kosher salt and the sugar, mixed them up, and then I put the bowl in the refrigerator without the chicken to just cool down. And after it cooled down, then I put all the chicken pieces in to the bowl. So basically I started the brine before I started prepping the chicken. Left it in the brine in the refrigerator for 6 hours, and now I've got it out. And I'm going to be using a buttermilk egg wash with a breading. The egg wash consists of 4 large eggs and 2 cups of buttermilk. The breading consists of 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of yellow cornmeal, a 1/2 cup of cornstarch, an ounce of applewood smoked salt. I'm using also an ounce of Mrs. Dash garlic and herb blend. If you're wanting to just use like some garlic powder, you can use like some, like maybe an ounce, not an ounce, maybe a tablespoon of garlic powder. But I'm working through some Mrs. Dash garlic and herb blend seasoning that I have, so I threw an ounce of that in there. I'm also using a tablespoon of ground black pepper in there, and you can see over here I've got some cooking spray that I'll be using to give some moisture to the exterior before they go into the air fryer. And after they come out of the air fryer, I'm going to be tossing them in this Parmesan garlic wing sauce. And so I'm just going to warm that up enough so that it moves around a bit to toss them in. So I'll get that warmed up in a saucepan while things are cooking in the air fryer. But to start here now for where I'm at, I'm just going to get these boneless wings out, get them on some paper towels, and just get them just exterior dried off. I'm not going to squeeze them dry, but just get the exterior of them dried off. Okay, so I've got these boneless wing pieces just lightly dried off on the exterior so that my buttermilk will be going on without being impeded too much by any other moisture. So what I'm going to do now, I get each piece into my egg wash. So I'm going to just start putting some in the egg wash now. And after I have them in the egg wash, I'm going to put them in the breading. After I get them in the breading, going to try and squeeze all of them onto my air fryer basket there, and then get all sides sprayed with cooking spray. Alright, now that everything's egg washed and breaded, I'm going to try and get all sides sprayed down with my cooking spray. Okay, so I've got everything all sprayed with cooking spray. They are touching kind of close, which is usually a no-no in air frying. You don't want things touching. So we might have some things that might, bind together a little with the frying, but we'll see what happens if there's some shrinkage during the cook, and we'll see how this goes. I'm going to get the NuWave Breville XL Smart Oven Air Fryer started, turn it on. I hit menu, go to air fry, and I'm turning the temperature up to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And for cooking time, since I've got so much, I'm going to turn it up. I hit the time temp. I'm going to turn it up to 30 minutes and see how things go with 30 minutes at 425 on the air fry. I would have, if I didn't have this much, I probably would have done like maybe 25 minutes, but we'll give it another 5, see how things turn out. Going to go ahead and open up and put the air fryer basket up top gently, so I don't want too much to fall off just yet. Just gonna dump some of this stuff off this baking pan and stick the baking pan in underneath to catch drippings. Alright, so we're going to close up and go ahead and hit start. So now it's air frying. You hear the NuWave Breville XL Smart Oven Air Fryer has the quietest air fryer fan of the cookers that I've used. Definitely quieter than the Power Air Fryer oven line of cookers and NuWave Oven Pro fan and such. So gonna let this cook and I'll bring you on back in a bit. Okay, so we're coming into the final seconds of the full 30 minutes at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm just going to do, for the sake of safety, just do a check of one, although they should all be well beyond 165 in temp at this point. So just going to stick one right in this one here. We'll just see what its temperature is reading. And if it's not hot enough, then we'll just keep going. But we'll see. It's at 120s, 130s, 140s, 150s, 161. Yeah, it's over 165. I believe they're all well done at this point. So now I'm going to go ahead and get my sauce, which I had on the, I just heated it gently because I wanted it to be able to move around a little bit. So just going to take my sauce and just pour it into this pan here. And this is 12 ounces of garlic Parmesan sauce. I'm praying and hoping this will be enough for all this chicken. But now I'm just going to basically start lightly whisking the chicken through the sauce until I get them all whisked through. And I'll just whisk them through some sauce some and then just kind of put them over here as I get some done. I don't think I have enough sauce to just like kind of throw them all in together and shake the sauce around. You can see my my breading's coming off a little bit on the bottom there. I think they had a lot of moisture falling down under the bottom, so we are losing some of our breading on the bottom of some of these. With so much, it probably would have also been difficult to even try and flip them. But I could have probably let them cook even longer to get a harder air fry on here, and that may have helped get things a little stickier, or get things to hold together a little better on the bottom. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with it as is. You do, if you keep cooking them longer, you do get the top side can start getting a bit more done as well. So we've just got a lot of breading that we're losing here. I'm going to get a spatula. It's probably going to help get under there and save some of my breading. All right, so I got a metal spatula here now. This should help salvage my breading, and it is. You see how easy I'm getting these up, breading and all, because I'm using the metal spatula instead of trying to pick the chicken up from the sides with this pair of tongs. So that's something to keep in mind there. Use your metal spatula, get up under there, and get your chicken out. All right, so what I'm doing, I see that I'm not going to have enough garlic Parmesan sauce in that 1 12-ounce bottle to cover all my wings. I should have bought more sauce, but I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to make a honey barbecue sauce for the rest of them. So I've got myself a ½ cup of honey there, and I'm going to get a cup of barbecue sauce. I have more barbecue sauce. I'm just using this Heinz Carolina Tangy. So I'm going to get a cup of that, and I'm going to get that all into my saucepan and heat it up. I'm also throwing in a ½ a stick of butter in my honey barbecue sauce mixture. I'll just heat this really fast while tossing the rest of these. Alright, so I've quickly heated my butter barbecue sauce honey mixture for my honey barbecue. And so I'll just try and get everything all mixed around in this for the remainder of my boneless wings. Alright, so I can get these mixed up in my honey barbecue mix. So let's take one of these honey barbecues. Just gonna set it over here. I'm gonna have to get another set of tongs now for the garlic Parmesan. Alright, I'm gonna get one of the garlic Parmesan, set it on the plate here. So I'll get the camera swapped and we'll do a taste test of these garlic Parmesan and honey barbecue boneless wings. Alright, so let's check out these boneless wings. I'm going to try the Parmesan first, the garlic Parmesan one first. Very good, very good. I'm going to try the honey barbecue now. Let me do a little sip of water. I don't want to taint the flavor of the honey barbecue. All right, let's try it now. Very good. I'm ready to cut the camera off and eat, and so that's what I'm about to do. Okay, another day, more boneless wings, and I once again have done the exact same amount so that I crammed up the air fryer basket just like last time. I'll say again, you should leave some space. You shouldn't cram them up like this if that's your choice, but you're supposed to leave more airflow. But I'm going with this just because that's how I like to do things. Anyway, these are prepared just like the previous batch, with the only exception being that instead of that garlic and herb blend, I used 1 ounce of Old Bay instead of that garlic and herb blend. But otherwise, all the same. And these I'm going to be tossing in some Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo wing sauce with 2 ounces of butter. So basically that's going to make a total of 16 plus another 18 ounces of fluid that these will be dipped in. So that'll be 50% more fluid than the garlic Parmesan sauce that I ran out of. So I'm hoping to have enough sauce to, Lord willing, get these all tossed at least once in that sauce. I don't think I'll have enough to toss them and put them back and heat them again and bring them out and toss them again. It'll be just enough for one toss. But what I want to do this time is a difference in the cooking. I want to just go 5 more minutes than I went in that previous batch at the 425. So cook these for 35 minutes instead of 30 minutes and just see how they come out. So gonna go ahead and get the smart oven started up. Gonna go to menu, which is air fry, up to 425 again. Then hit my time temp, hit my time up to 35 minutes cooking time. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put the air fry basket in there and put the baking pan underneath. I did put some foil under, well, foil lined the baking pan this time for easier cleanup. Maybe that'll give us a little extra cooking on the bottom, who knows. But we're gonna go for this and then just stick them on in. My NuWave Breville XL Smart Oven Air Fryer. Close up and everything's in, and just hit start. I'll bring you back in about 35 minutes. All right, we're coming into the final seconds of our cook, 35 minutes. And gonna go ahead and hit the off button as soon as it finishes. All right, get the light on in there. So here we have 35 minutes at 425, our boneless wings. So you see you got a better cook on the top there. You can use my metal spatula this time, make sure that I get everything out. And I'm gonna put a little of my sauce in there that I've heated and mixed, and then I'll put some more on top after I get them in there. I'm just going to put them in and then put sauce on top of them after I get them in, and after that try and see if I can, Lord willing, get them all mixed up in the sauce that's in there. So we do have a harder crisp on these, being cooked the extra 5 minutes without over burning the top of them at all. So it turns out pretty decent. All right, let's try and do a little tossing and the saucing. All right, there's our finished product of our hot boneless wings, boneless buffalo wings. Some nice boneless wings there. All right, so I'm gonna get one of these boneless wings out for some taste testing. Just plate it right there. Gonna get the camera moved around and taste test. All right, so our boneless wing, let's give it a taste. It's so good, I gotta finish it. These boneless wings are just delicious. I mean, doesn't matter what sauce I put on them, you know? It could be the garlic Parmesan, it can be the honey barbecue, it can be the buffalo. I mean, they're just all good. And now you see the different ways to do it in the NuWave Breville XL Smart Oven Air Fryer. You can do the same in any air fryer. And you know, I'm just saying, buffalo wings, these are like becoming one of my favorite things out of these air fryers. So definitely recommend you give it a try. This recipe in written form and others, hundreds, at superwaveovenrecipes.com. You can print them off, keep them in your kitchen. Also, this YouTube channel you can get to through waveovenrecipes.com. On Twitter at Wave Oven Recipes, Instagram, photos, Wave Oven Recipes. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, and good eating.